Hi, my wonderful investors. It's your girl, your award-winning real estate consultant, your supplier of building materials, tiles, marbles, etc. And I'm sure you're asking, what is she doing? Yes, this is actually a live video because I've noticed that a lot of women are emotionally blackmailed by their spouses. To the glory of God, some women have the upper hand when it comes to running businesses and they have the blessings of God, but they cannot venture into some good investment because their spouses feel intimidated, they have complex, and because of that, a lot of women end up not achieving anything, um, not able to invest in the right or through the right means of real estate because some women are also being dealt by their male uh, consultant because they know that, okay, I know she will not tell her husband, that is why she's trying to do it. So because of that, they play on their intelligence. Unfortunately, some of them are even played by their own pastors. I have a few stories to share. Precisely about 25 years ago, my mom ran several businesses and she was doing well. And she decided, okay, then Aja was selling for 10,000, 20,000, 25,000 then at Baduri because it was more of a swampy area. Those that know the Aja Baduri area. And someone approached my mom like, oh, madam, I know these are properties I want you to buy and invest and all. And she brought it to the table. We were much younger, but I can still remember vividly. And that's one of my anger with my dad. Sorry. And then she had the means to buy these things. And then she brought to my dad, oh, my husband, they. That's the way they address them. They, this property, blah, 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 blah. And he said, Joy, for what? You want to go and buy land in Lagos? No. You will not buy land in Lagos. We'll go to Akwa Ibom and buy land. And that is how she lost over 3 plots of land then. Then he insisted he wanted a car. He said since he was a chauffeur, he wanted a car that when he goes to work on his way back, he could use it to pick a few fast passengers and you're making money. Lo and behold, she bought the first one, his father bought the second one. Today, there's no car, there's no land. And the one he tried buying in the village, even when she was against it, that she would rather buy in Ikolepene town instead of going into the interior village to build. He still insisted. The land up to now has been left for the owners, in quotes, the owners. We just built to Linton level and left it for the owners. Nobody can inhabit the place. Wow, that has been. And then, like 10-12 years down the line, some guy came and introduced her to some properties in Ikorodu. And she decided, okay, now that I'm getting a bit older, actually I should be able to have an investment for my children. The man, he's not thinking about that. He just bring money, eat, bring money, spend. Decide to go into getting 6 plots of land. But because she was a woman and she didn't have the support of her husband, he was against it from the very beginning. When she drops the money and the man saw money, he said, hey, my wife has money, hey. He started feeling so insecure. It means she started getting money, why you gonna buy land in Lagos? This woman is. And that's how, as I speak to you today, we lost 6 plots of land in Ikorodu, we lost the land, we lost money, and today she's already late. We can't recover that. That is one of the reasons. That's my main reason why I went into real estate. Because I wanted to know the secret behind all this. I needed to know the nitty-gritty of it. And so that's why I'm coming out today and telling you guys, my wonderful women, if you have been blessed with the work of your hands, please come out of your comfort zone and start investing for yourself. Start investing for your children. I will say, anytime, any day, if you don't take care of yourself, I bet you no one will. At old age, definitely the children will grow. And like they say, one woman can take care of 12 children, but one child can't take care of a woman when she's old. So it means that as we're getting older, Try and start investing for the children, give them what they need to get, and then you start investing for yourself. So that at retirement age, you don't have to wait on the child to start taking care of yourself financially. This is a call out because I know a lot of us are suffering in silence. Guess what? When every woman that has ever come to my page, you say, oh, I'm interested in this property, I said, okay. And I give you all the details and all that. And she tells me, oh, I need to discuss with my husband. Sincerely speaking, 1 out of 10 come back to buy. Why? Because the husband sits on it. I'll give you one example of a woman who told me that her husband said, buying a 2-bedroom bungalow to pay for a period of 7 years at 75,000 naira monthly, which amounts to 6.3 million naira in 7 years, was too expensive. Can you guess that? Can you just imagine that? You're making a payment in 7 years, you're paying 75,000 naira monthly, and this woman had the capacity to do in less than 7 years. But because the husband knows that she has, and that's how he sat on it. And when she told them, my husband is sure, I laughed and I told them, Madam, I wasn't expecting anything less. But I hope that it's not too late for you to realize that you need to find a voice. You need to help yourself. If you've got the wisdom and you've got the financial blessing, I'm not saying you should be rebellious. You should be stubborn. You should start showing up, that God has blessed me, I have more money than that, so I can do what I like. No. What I'm saying is that you need to borrow wisdom. You need to help yourself. You need to know when to move and when not to. If you've gone 1, 2, 3 experiences and time is not by your side, women tend to fade at the end of the day. What happens? Guess what? I'll give her the story of a woman who bought 20 plots of land because she didn't want her husband to know. She got her pastor involved at Agbara, Lusada to be precise. As I speak to you today, pastor has connived the land, built something on it, and turned the land to his own. And when he was asked, where's the land? The children went to see the land, blah, blah. He said, this is the foundation. I don't have money again, no. The foundation is what's more than the value on it. That is how 20 plots of land was gone. And because she believed so much in her pastor ended up, boom, duping her too. But I will always say, the reason why I came into real estate was to close that niche, was to close that gap. Yes, I want to make money. Yes, that's the truth. If I'm telling you, I'm here because I don't want to make money, I'm lying to you, and I don't know how to do that. So I'll tell you the way it is. I am here to make money. Why try to close that gap? Why try to find a solution to this silent emotional blackmail that we women are going through in the hands of our husbands? Unfortunately, I went through the same experience. I brought in the first idea, he sat on it, I brought it on, he sat on it, and I looked at one and I said, that's the same thing my mother went through. I want to learn from my experience, I don't want to experience it. Yes, I don't want to experience it. And so I decided to take my future into my own hands. Take the future of my children into my own hands. I don't have to wait. So the little that God is blessing me with, I do 1, 2, 3 somewhere. So that at the end of the day, I will not become a glorified Omonile that sells land to people and yet my children don't have. That sells land to people and yes, I don't have. What will it profit me? So, my beautiful women, my women who are industrious, the ratio of women in the market, the ratio of women in offices, the ratio of women out there hustling cannot be compared to the ratio of men. Unfortunately, that men these days are getting both mentally lazy and physically lazy because they have the women to do everything for them. But while you are at it, please and please, do not be victimized. Do not be rebellious either. Be the submissive wife you're supposed to be. And call on your girl Lois. And I'll give you that perfect deal that you need. And that even in the next 10, 20 years to come, I will always hold on to your hand or to the hands of your children and tell them, this is your land. This is the land that your mother bought. This is the land that your mother invested in. Yes. That is why they call me the award-winning real estate consultant. Because I don't just sell lands to you. I go as far as making sure that I get the allocation, both physical and paper allocation, get all your documentation, and I'll give you testimonials of the clientele that I've worked with, and they can testify that I've never left them halfway. And that is why I go in as far as going into building materials, so that if you want to build, if it's to fence, I will help you do that. So that it means that your land, your property is secure. And that's more reason I decided to go into an organized real estate community where your land is secure. And if you know me and you know me well, I don't sell properties or land that are decision in process, because those properties are under government acquisition. So there are a lot of things we're going to learn with time. I'm going to be dropping videos from time to time to let you know some of the information you're supposed to get on properties. And the reason why you should trust me, Lois and Moyigo, your number one award-winning, no, your award-winning real estate consultant. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a businesswoman, and I work back to back. Forget this because, oh boy, it's not easy. When you hear that down, we hustle it and hustle it back to back. That's what makes it more interesting. So my dear, I'll be waiting on all of us that are ready to take the bull by the horn, because I know what you're going through. So I'm speaking to you in particular. Get out of your comfort zone. Let me help you secure your future and that of your children, so that they will forever, ever bless you. Like I said in the beginning, my mom is late today, and my father is still young. As a matter of fact, he's looking for a young girl to marry. Imagine it was the other way around. What would my mother be hustling for? To make sure that her children are okay, they are well placed, they are doing well. But the man, what is on? He needs to shine Congo. So my dear, if you know what I know, if you know if you're going through what I've gone through, forget the fact that I'm trying to make it on a lighter note. It's quite serious. If you're going through this emotional blackmail from your spouse, it's not too late. Now is the time for you to come out of your comfort zone. Let us work together. And the truth is, it will remain pinky promise. I don't do that. I even have a client that she bought for her son, she bought for her daughter, and then the husband shut me up one day, blah blah blah. I'm so and so person's husband. Blah, blah. She said she bought land for myself. Excuse me, I don't know you, sir. And she said, please go back to your wife. I don't know who you're talking about. And moreover, I have whatever I do with my clients are confidential. I don't know you. I've never met you. I've never spoken to you, so I can't share any information of such. So immediately I chatted up my client. Blah blah blah. Someone is chatting me up. He said his name is so. Oh, he's my husband. I told him about it and I gave him your number. I said, no, congratulations, but sorry, I don't disclose my clientele's profile to them, to anyone else apart from my client. I don't know how you're going to do with your husband, but I'm sorry. The information is asking me off. I can't disclose it to him. If you want to tell him, fine, go ahead, but I cannot disclose. You shouldn't take offense that I'm trying to hide anything, but that's the way I would deal. For young girls to be thinking of our children, yourself. And the man he procrastinates every day. Don't worry, I'm coming. Me too, I will buy. Me too. If you check inside, if you can read the mind, you know that, see this girl. Unfortunately, she's out of the country working. He's here hustling. So imagine the emotion, but you can't just, So you understand what I'm talking about. So my sisters, it's time for us to come out of our comfort zone, tell ourselves the truth, and help ourselves get to that point where we will look back at what we have achieved, we will only be giving glory and praise to God. Hope to hear from you soon. Ciao.